Hi everybody, Joe for JaspysCaseBreaks.com. We knocked out this 2025 Panini Donruss Baseball case break, doing all 16 boxes. Pick your team a number one. No vet commons chip, 3 hits a box, a lot of cards, and it's going to be a fairly long break, so let's get to it. No fillers, we sold it out straight up. Joe lost in last spot mojo with the Braves. Thanks to him, thanks to everybody for getting in, appreciate you. And here's the full case right here. Let's grab my knife. There are a lot of boxes here. Let's see if we can dump these out right here. There you go, empty case. I'm just going to leave this stack right over here and bring these into the foreground over here. 3 autographs or memorabilia cards per box on average. Also, just in the interest of time, all the numbered cards I'm going to just kind of stack up next to me, and we'll sleeve and top load those. I'll sleeve them after the break off camera, just to make the video itself be a little less expensive. Good luck, everybody. Again, it's going to be a longer break, but I feel like with 3 hits a box, it might not feel that long. Oh, what is this? Dawn of Justice, I think. I don't know if I've really seen this all the way through in one sitting. I guess it's Batman versus Superman, and then they were enemies, now they're friends. Once they found their common enemy. Has anyone seen the new Superman? Is that any good? All right, here's box 1. There you go. Good luck, everybody. Remember, I feel like most of these cards are going to ship, right? A lot of these are rated prospect cards. Like Jake Arrieta is not going to ship, but most of them seem to have a rated rookie badge, or it's like it's a parallel, right? Tony Oliva is going to go, or it's like an optic. Oliva's going to go to the Twins. That'll be for Austin. So yeah, I feel like most of these are going to ship. Diamond Marvels, Aaron Judge to 199. Nice. For the Yankees, that's going to be for Austin. And again, there's a lot of numbered cards, so I'm going to sleeve all of these after the break. There's Jim Leland going to Detroit. That'll be for Sean. All right, these inserts, of course, will ship. All right, that Mariano Rivera will ship. That's to 199. Jordan Lawler, orange. For the Diamondbacks, that's going to be Kevin. And here's Josuar Gonzalez. Obviously, autos and hits, I'll sleeve and top load right here. Derwin with the Giants. And I'll do a autograph, another notable card recap at the end. Here's to 25, Bert Campaneris for the A's. That will be for Austin. Night Moves. I think this is a short print, right? I guess there's stained glass in here as well. I think this is a shorter print. Charlie Condon, one of the Rockies' top prospects here, is going to go to Kevin in the Rockies. This is a case hit? That's what Kevin is saying? Kevin has not seen Superman, but a close friend said not so good. Okay, so I've heard mixed reviews as well. Maybe we can wait until it's on the streaming market. There's Jim Palmer, Baltimore to 199. That'll be for Joe. Here's a Kevin Alcantara rated prospect. Clear card. And we got a Slade Caldwell. All right, I don't think I've seen this this autograph set. Kevin, Diamondbacks, one of their top prospects. So nice. You got that Night Moves, Condon. You got the Slade Caldwell. Good start. There's a 250, Bucky Dent for the Yankees. Buster Posey. Well, that's it. Set aside these Dylan Cruz. We're going to look for numbered cards of his, obviously, but we'll save those here. Here's Cooper Pratt, Milwaukee to 149. You're welcome, Kevin. Thanks for getting in. Glad we got this sold out a little bit earlier. I feel like if we do these long breaks in like the middle of the night, in the middle of the show, I feel like we start losing a bit of audience. But if we get this out of the way earlier, it's always nicer. Thanks, everybody. There's Rintaro Sasaki to 99. Rated prospect for nobody. Yeah, he's Stanford, right? He's still in college. So yeah, we'll randomize that to somebody in the break. All right, here's Nick Kurtz. Big Nick Kurtz going to Austin. Might need some more 100 top loaders. Set that aside here. Keep that over here. I'm gonna actually, so I don't forget. Yeah, Kevin, I'm glad. I was just going to ask you that. I'm glad you noticed. I saw a new setting on our broadcasting software where we can adjust the latency. So the lag between, or the delay between video and the chat. And I set it to ultra low. So which should tighten up that time. Now it might, I mean, I feel like most modern day internet connections, I think the stream should be fine. But some of you, if you're in a weird area, you may experience some video issues, but I don't think anyone's really said anything about that. So I think we're okay. Here's Braden Montgomery to 79. That will be for the White Sox. That's for DY. And here's a nice sunburst pattern, Dylan Cruz. This is the kind of stuff we want to see. Christopher with the Nats. So yeah, I think regular viewers at Jaspy's will notice, and regular chatters at Jaspy's, I think, will notice a difference. And hopefully, I think that'll encourage more people to interact in the chat, react to some of the big hits, more interactive conversation. Better when we're playing Who Am I? Break might take longer than I thought. We're already at the 10-minute mark, 11-minute mark, and I'm only ripping a second box. All right. Next box. Good luck, everybody. Try to pick up the pace on this just a little bit. There's Ian Kinsler to 250 for the Rangers. That'll be for DY. We've got a Kumar Rocker to 199, also for the Rangers. Mixed results this season. And to 99, Bubba Chandler, one of the Pirates pitching prospects. That'll be for Austin. To 15, we got Ryan Sloan, rated prospect for Seattle. Nice low-numbered card there for Walter and the Mariners. And there's our autograph. It's Blake Burke, rated prospect autograph going to DY and the Brew Crew. There's Aaron Judge, green, not numbered. And Randy Johnson to 149. Arizona edition, the big unit, who's a photographer now. As is Ken Griffey Jr., who actually, when Rory won the Masters, he actually had a great shot of the final putt. There's Brody Brecht for Colorado. That's going to be for Kevin. And the Maddox is to 199. That is Atlanta edition. That's going to be for Joe. Rex, what's going on? Topps now has a bunch of All-Star player cards up now. I got to take a look at that. There's another Dylan Cruz. Here's another Maddox numbered to 250.
And he got in there for an inch. Imagine that they could measure it an inch away, Raleigh.
Oh, right, the tiebreaker?
Yeah.
There's Leo DeVries to 149.
I'd have challenged that.
And I would have as well. I was like, I mean, there's a cash prize on the line.
It's $1 million.
Yeah, and I think the broadcast had mentioned that a lot of the guys that were in the Derby were on like their rookie salary, so it would like be more than their yearly salary. Here's the 25. This is Hoyt Wilhelm.
Ooh, knuckleballer.
Yeah, known as Old Sarge.
Pitched like 25 years, maybe?
Yeah. His 124 relief wins are a big league record, it says. That'll be for the Braves. It's going to go to Joe. Sammy Sosa to 149 will go to Austin and the Cubs. Got to 79. There's James Triantos. And another box down. Many boxes to go. There's a Schwarber, Kyle Schwarber one, Rex is saying, where you can get a piece of one of the home run baseballs that he hit. Really? So what, did they take the ball away from somebody in the stands? This is the beginning of the Legend of Bagger Vance.
Ooh, great movie.
Yeah. On a fun, family-friendly golf movie. Good cast. I think Charlize Theron's in it. She looks nice. Damon is in it. The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air in it. They posted a mock-up pic on the social media, so yeah, they must have been able to get one of those baseballs from someone out there. The Open Championship, or the British Open, they don't call it that. They don't call it that. But the Open Championship starts tonight. I think maybe 10:30 West Coast time. Some overnight golf. Would I keep a ball you caught like that at an All-Star game from Schwarber? No, I'd give it up. If a Dodger had hit it, I'd probably keep it. I feel differently. There's Owen Casey to 149. Not Cassie. Another Dylan Cruz. And we've got a James Tibbs. 9 out of 10. Nice. He's one of the guys that went to Boston in the Devers trade. Nice low number on that as well. That's going to be for the Giants. Derwin and the Giants. Still Giants edition there. Rated prospect to 199. Kyle Teal White Sox edition. And Carson Benj. Jersey Kings. It's going to be for the Mets. That'll be for Coppola. Imagine if it was a first home run ball or first hit of the player didn't give it back if they can have it. Schwarber would be tough, yeah. Rex is a Schwarber guy for sure. Here is Cam Smith. Not numbered. I feel like that's got to be some sort of short print, but that's going to go to Houston. Here's the autograph, and that's Jacob Mizorowski. Nice. Rated prospect auto going to DY and the Brewers. Looks pretty good in his All-Star appearance. Got some decent penmanship there, too. We like that. Yeah, I think if it was someone's first hit or first home run or something like that, or first home run, I guess we're not really going to get any baseballs from their first hit, right? But if it was like their first home run, yeah, I feel like I would have to give it back to the player. Here's to 149, Tim Hudson for the A's. Here's Yachty. That's to 199 for the Cardinals. That's going to go to Walter. Sammy Sosa to 250 for the Cubs. That's good. And have you make you? I don't know if you can negotiate that. There's Diamond Marvels, Mason Wynn to 199. That'll be for Walter and the Cardinals. Yeah, I think if like Fanatic/Topps wants it, I think they'll probably just, instead of getting you the card, they'll probably just be like, we'll just get Schwarber to sign a ball for you, and here you go. We're not going to make a card just for you. To 79, there's Bryce Cunningham. I'm also worried that if you make a deal like that, you know, they're more apt to forget about it and not fulfill it, and you know, you'd be trying to run down that you know, volume's a little out on it. Be stuck running down that card for years. Signature Series, Jordan Lawler. Kevin, Diamondbacks. Rated Prospect to 99, Kevin Alcantara. Another box down. See ya.
All right, Joe. See you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow. Right, yeah, I don't know if you're going to get like a handwritten redemption or anything like that. Now, I would always take the, you know, in a situation like that, it's where you just take the sure thing right then and there. It's like, hey, you know, go downstairs and get Schwarber to sign a baseball for me, or a All-Star Game jersey or something like that. Send it back up. I saw a TV broadcast last week where someone had their milestone hit or a first something or other, and they kind of panned into the dugout where they were authenticating it, and like it's a whole process. Sup, Paul? Like they had a whole like sticker roll, kind of like a roll of tape, but a whole sticker roll of like those little hologram stickers that you see on authenticated stuff. And I think there's like a whole like, and then there's like a whole document that you have to fill in. It's the whole thing. And I want to say, I heard that that maybe, I think it's like, it's either law enforcement whose job it is to kind of authenticate that as a sort of, you know, a trusted figure, you know, so like there's like some layers there. Yeah, I thought it was all right. The home run derby swing off at the end of the All-Star game. Better than extra innings for an exhibition game. So I was fine with it. They could tweak it a little bit, but I liked it. What about you? I've seen certain posts say there's a major increase of Schwarber cards on eBay, and sales have skyrocketed since last night. So I guess that moved the needle for the hobby. People are into it, I guess. The people are like, hey, you know, All-Star MVP moves the needle in the hobby. Paul, you liked it? Yeah, I thought it was fine. Here's to 39, Bubba Chandler, rated prospect. Another big pitching prospect for the Pirates. Austin with the Pirates. Here is rated prospect to 99. That is Griff O'Farrell, Baltimore. That's going to be for Joe. And Jersey Kings, Kumar Rocker. Rookie jersey for the Rangers. That's going to go to DY in Texas. Randy Johnson to 199 for the Diamondbacks. And the auto is a Rocky, Jared Thomas. Rated prospect auto going to Kevin and the Rocks. I don't know. I have not heard about anything like that, but I did make that comment when we were watching it last night. I was like, I'll bet Shohei showered and dressed and left. Because he wasn't out there on the field, like celebrating or whatever. Here's the 250 Jace Young. And obviously, I feel like he would have been chosen for a swing off, right? That's a 250. That's going to be for the Tigers. That will be for Sean. Remember, I'm setting those aside, but I'll be sleeving all of those numbered cards after the video, just in the interest of time. It's Adam Wainwright to 99 for the Cardinals. But anything numbered lower than like 25, I'll kind of sleeve and top load right away, of course. Here's my guy Dalton Rushing to 199. Dodgers. It's for Oscar. The Dodgers top prospect right there. Here's Aiden Miller. Diamond Marvels to 99. Those are cool looking cards. That'll be for Allen and the Phillies. There's a rated rookie Roman A. I'll try to catch as many of those base rated prospect cards for the top guys as much as possible, but those will all ship. Ideally, we're going to find some nice numbered cards of those guys. Here's the 199 Terry Francona. And there's an auto. That's Chase Burns. Nice. To 49. Got called up recently. Got some good stuff. Jeremy H. with the Cincinnati Redlegs. Cliff Lee to 250. Philadelphia. Cliff Lee's going to go to Alan Murdoch and the Fightin' Phils. All right, so we're at that 30-minute mark, and I'm 4 boxes in. So I think my prediction for 2 hours is correct. About 30 minutes every 4 boxes. It's an hour for half case, another hour for the other half. Now, if you're not in this break, it's going to be a while before we get to another one, but I see a lot of orders coming in. I see 9 orders in already. Jalen, Matt Arnold, Dan, DY, John, Matt again, Roy, thank you. So, while you're watching this break, grab your teams, jaspyscasebreaks.com. Yeah, I would imagine that Ohtani got excused. He needs as much rest as possible. This isn't his first All-Star rodeo, so. How did everyone like that Hank Aaron 715th home run tribute? I thought that was awesome. I really hadn't seen anything like that. But incorporating visuals thrown on the field, and then like that firework cannon on the home run shot. That was really nicely done. Hopefully they do some more stuff like that in the future. Kyle Schwarber has homered in the NL wildcard game, NL Divisional Series, NLCS, AL wildcard game, AL Division Series, ALCS, World Series, World Baseball Classic, and All-Star game. Swing off. What about like minor league All-Star games? You think he's hit homers there? Has he done any Arizona Fall League stuff? All right, another box. Here's Mike Piazza, Dodgers edition to 250. Bobby Witt Jr., Diamond Marvels to 49. Royals, Joe. That's a cool looking card. Did he go to college, Kyle Schwarber? Did he hit one in the College World Series? I don't think I remember him in college. Here's Roman Anthony, rated prospect. That'll be for Boston. That's going to go to Mark. And here's Kyle DeBarge, rated prospect autograph, going to Austin and the Twins. Nolan Ryan a 149, Rangers edition. Junior Caminero made a good showing in the home run derby. I was on Junior Caminero. I wanted him to win, but not quite. For 199, there's Johnny Bench for the Reds. And there's Roderick Arias, Signature Series. I believe he's a Yankee, right? Yeah, Bronx. Yeah, that's going to be for Austin and the Yankees. Oh, he did go to college. So did he ever go to a College World Series? Probably hit some homers there too. Ken Griffey Jr. to 250, Reds edition. That'll be for Jeremy and Cincinnati. We're on to Cincinnati. There's Brady House, who just got called up recently to 149. That'll be for Christopher and the Nats. Trey Morgan to 199, Tampa Bay. That'll be for Wesley. And here is Adam Wainwright. 3 out of 99, piece of the jersey going to St. Louis. That will be for Walter. There's Theo Gillen to 79 for Tampa Bay. All right, next one. Looked it up. He was in the 2013 College World Series. There you go. Achieved a 10-game postseason hitting streak, including 4 homers and 11 RBIs. Rex, was he in the Little League World Series? Did he hit a homer there? I used to know this trivia. There's only I think there's less than 5 players maybe that have won a Little League World Series, a College World Series, and a Major League Baseball World Series. I think you can count on one hand maybe the number of players that have done that. I forget who they are. Maybe someone will look that up for me. Light on baseball news. Games resume tomorrow, but apparently the Rangers gave the All-Star bonus to Nate Eovaldi. He was snubbed, but he has had an All-Star caliber season. They gave him his bonus. I think it was like $100,000. That's nice. Good on the Rangers. This news broke a couple days ago, I think, but if the Rays make it to the playoffs, they're going to be their current stadium, that 10,000 seater, will be allowed to host a Major League playoff game, which would be kind of cool. Oh, he was in the Little League World Series. No homers for Kyle Schwarber. Okay. Kind of cool to see a playoff in that small stadium. I think the Rays are officially sold too. I think their approval of that sale should happen sometime this year. And I think the new owner is saying that they are. I think the owner said that they are going to move the team from the St. Petersburg side to the Tampa side, which is where the Buccaneers are, the hockey team. You know, it just makes sense to be out there. It's Dylan Cruz to 25. Nice Elite Series rookie. That's going to be for Christopher and the Nationals. I thought there was more. Kevin's saying Jason Varitek is the only one to win all three. Maybe that's the trivia. It's only Jason Varitek. Maybe there's a few more players that have made appearances in all three. Here's Cash Mayfield to 39. That'll be for Austin and the Padres. I thought one of the guys was Dustin Pedroia. Maybe I was thinking of a different Red Sox. Maybe it was Varitek. Here's Theo Gillen to 199. And here's Paul Skeens. Which is kind of cool, right? If you're able to say, hey, I won a Little League World Series, College World Series, and a World Series. Here's Skeens, Austin with the Pirates. Here's Chase Young to 199 for Detroit. That's for Sean. We got Mike Schmidt to 149. That's for Allen and the Phillies. Stenzo's cards. You broke your leg. How? There's Brooks Lee to 99. That sucks. Especially in the middle of the summer. Here's Brody Breck, prospect autograph for Kevin and the Rockies. Here's Brooks Lee to 250 for the Twins. There's a rated rookie optic Dylan Cruz. You stepped in a hole on the grass. Oh. Landmine. It's Andrew Jones at 250. Here's Marcelo Meyer to 49. That's for the Red Sox. Hope it heals soon. I feel like summertime bone breaks are the worst. You can't really do anything. You're stuck. It's Prince Fielder for the Brew Crew and Kyle DeBarge. Rated prospect autograph for Austin and the Twins. And that is to 35. I have, knock on wood, I've only broken one bone in my life. And that was in elementary school many moons ago. I broke my collarbone. I don't even remember how I broke it. I think maybe I was at the park. Like I got run over by a cyclist. Maybe I fell off a jungle gym. I don't remember. I'll have to ask my parents. My mom or dad will remember. But yeah, no cast or anything. I was just in a sling. I don't know how serious the break was, but that's it. That's my only broken bone. I did not play contact sports. I probably avoided that. Wasn't really a skateboarder. I rode bikes a lot. I fell on him off a bike a number of times attempting to do jumps or whatever. But bruises, cuts, maybe a concussion or two in my life. Doing stupid things, but no, avoided the broken bone. I hope to continue that trend. Debut dominance, Emmett Sheehan. Looks like he's piggybacking off of Ohtani starts. He's pretty good. Dodgers are going to need him throughout the season. There's Jimmy Rollins to 199. Phillies. And Michael Young to 250 for the Rangers. Something funny. Sting wrote, "Don't stand so close to me" in 1980, then "Every breath you take" 3 years later. It's Rhett Lauder to 149. Right, so what does that mean for Sting thematically? Out of 5, Levi Sterling. So I was wondering how many train whistles we'd get out of a full case of this stuff. Here's one. Rated prospect, out of 5, Pirates, Austin, all aboard the Big Hit Express. Woo-woo! And your auto is Griff O'Farrell. That's for Joe. Right. Telling people not to stand close to, but then he talks about stalking someone. You usually stalk from afar, though, don't you? Don't stand so close to me because I'm stalking you. I mean, really, he's just watching. He's not necessarily stalking. He'll be watching you, which he can do from afar. Binoculars, a telephoto lens or something like that. Here's Aaron Judge, 99. So I think both are okay, Rex. It fits thematically. Here's 250. I mean, I don't know. It sounds like, Rex, you have not done a lot of stalking in your life. No, but I think Sting's on brand. Don't stand close to me. I'm going to be stalking you, watching you from afar. Because that's the kind of creep he is. There's DeBarge again to 39. And Sebastian Walcott. Nice rated prospect autograph for DY and the Rangers. Malcolm Moore to 99. Rated prospect Jesus Made, silver. That's for DY and the Brew Crew. There's Biggio red to 99. For the Stros, that'll be for Nick T. Luke Keyshaw for the Twins to 199. That's for Austin. And here is Walker Yannick. Prospect Jersey Kings. For the Stros, that's going to be for Nick T. All right. Box 8. Almost. After this, we'll be halfway through the break. We're making some decent time here. I predicted 2 hours. I think we're going to be. I think we'll hit that. MLB Trade Rumors, one of my favorite websites for baseball news. They have a poll up. Which team had the best first half? There's a total of 383 votes. 52%. Tigers. Yeah, they looked good last year. I think there were question marks on was that a fluke, a flash in the pan? Or is it for real? Looks like it's for real. Second place, with 15% of the votes, Cubs. 13% of the vote, Blue Jays. 10% other. Astros had 5% of the vote. Dodgers, just under 3% of the votes. I guess people are surprised that the Dodgers' record is as good as it is with their myriad of injuries. I think they're getting healthier, though, I hope. All right, 8th box, first half almost done. There's John Smoltz to 1-9. John Smoltz, I was not impressed with his broadcasting yesterday. They had Clayton Kershaw mic'd up, so he can kind of talk with the broadcast crew. And Kershaw was like, "Hey, so what should my next pitch be? What should I throw?" Here's to 199, Malcolm Moore. And John Smoltz said, a cutter. Jordan Lawler to 199. That's not like Kershaw's some rookie. He's been around for a long time. Doesn't throw a cutter. He's like, I don't throw a cutter, John, he says, and then just threw a slider, I think. Heston Kjerstad. I was like, come on, John Smoltz. You gotta know this. Here's a nice Jesus Mate to 149. Lime green for the Brew Crew. That'll be for DY. And a JD Dix. This Dix going to Kevin. And the D-backs. I think he's a somewhat highly touted prospect now. To 149, it's Bert Campaneris, A's. Bryce Eldridge at 39. That is for the Giants. That will be for Derwin. Connor Griffin, rated prospect. Austin and the Buccos. And there's PJ Morlando, Miami. Capola with the fish. Big Boppy, David Ortiz at 250, going to Mark and the Red Sox. Here is a David Shields to 149, Royals. Here is a Walker Yannick to 99 for Houston and Jersey Kings. 13 out of 49, that is Griff O'Farrell. Going to Joe and the Baltimore Orioles. All right, we are officially halfway through the break. Halftime. Do some cleanup here. Sleeve all of those a little bit. We'll do a recap later as well. This is my reminder to randomize Rintaro Sasaki. Randomize that to someone in the break. Everyone's got a shot at it. All right, second half, another hour to go. All right. Next box, away we go. Fangraphs, another favorite baseball website of mine. Now that we're at the symbolic halfway point of the baseball season, start maybe looking at some odds here, some chances here. Yankees in the AL East, they have them at a 9.3% chance to win the World Series, 45% chance to win the division. Blue Jays, Blue Jays are not too far behind are actually leading the division there. The World Series odds are only 4.5%, but they've been having a nice season thus far. Fangraphs projects him to finish with about 88 wins, 89 wins for the Yankees. Probably a little low. Low 90s probably will win that division. AL Central, Tigers, of course, comfortable lead there. They've got a 10.5% chance to win the World Series according to Fangraphs. Yeah, they should finish the season kind of in the mid-90s in terms of wins. Let's see if the Twins or Royals can make any noise behind them. AL West, Astros are leading that division by 5 games. 7.8% chance to win the World Series. They're giving the Mariners 5.6% chance. That should be a little bit of a closer race as it goes down the stretch. I'm sure the Mariners can do a little catch-up. Saw a headline that said Jeter said he's predicting Yankees-Cubs World Series. What's our takeaway on that? All right, next box. Bobby Witt Jr. to 250. It's for the Royals. That will be for Joe. We got to 99. We got Brooks Lee, Minnesota. That will be for Austin. And Braylon Payne, rated prospect, Brewers. I thought he sold his stake in the Marlins. Maybe he didn't. I don't know. Or maybe he's still a partial owner, but he stepped down from being like president of operations or something like that. I forget what the status is on that. We got Kobe Hold the Mayo to 49. That's going to be for Joe and the Orioles. Redemption, Signature Series, Ben Rice. Nice Rice for the Yankees. That's going to be for Austin. Dylan Head to 199 for Miami. That'll be for Coppola. And we got a Chase DeLauter. Cleveland, this is for you. It's going to be for DY and the Guardians. Oh, I see. So, yeah, I guess he did relinquish his ownership stake. It's already been a few years. Jace Young, orange, color match for the Tigers. That'll be for Sean. Andrew Walters to 250. Lou Gehrig. We got a Charlie Condon Bomb Squad to 199. Nice. That'll be for Kevin and the Rockies. Nick Kurtz, purple at 99. That'll be for Austin and the A's. There's Kyle, rated prospect, lime green to 149. Twins, that'll be for Austin. All right, next box. Alan needs some Phillies here. Good news, Alan. We got another 45 minutes to go in the break. All right, got another 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 boxes to go. 7 times 3, 21 hits to go. Good luck, everybody. Going to the NL, just taking a quick look at the standings here in the, or kind of the positions where people are at the symbolic halfway point of the baseball season. NL, we went to the AL, NL East. Looks like Phillies and Mets are tied up in that division. Phillies have a 10% chance to win the World Series according to Fangraphs. 7.2% chance for the Mets. So yeah, it looks like, and then a big gulf between Phillies and Mets and the rest of the division. So it looks like they'll be battling for the top spot there. NL Central, Brewers just a game behind the Cubs. Cubs have a 6.7% chance to win the World Series. Brewers have a 4.5% chance to win the World Series. And I don't know if the Cardinals or any of the other teams are going to threaten unless if they make a big run. So it might come down to Cubs, Brewers. So that'll be a fun September stretch. I'm sure they'll be pretty close to each other as the season goes on. And then the NL West, in spite of all the injuries to their pitching staff, to Max Muncy, slumping Mookie Betts, doesn't matter. They've got the second best record in baseball, 58 wins. Padres are 5.5 games behind them. Let's see if them or the Giants make anything interesting. Diamondbacks are a little too far back at 11 games back. Dodgers have a 20.8% chance of winning the World Series according to Fangraphs. I mean, health is going to be a big issue there, but that's double the Tigers 10% and the Phillies 10%. I would feel good about that percentage if the Dodgers were healthy going into, say, September. Looks like they might be, but so we'll see. Glasnow made his first start after a little while before the All-Star break, so hopefully he'll be healthy from here on out. Roki Sasaki throwing bullpens. Blake Snell might be on the cusp of a rehab start or two. He might need a few. After what could have been a scary knee injury for Dodgers' Max Muncy, here's Don Mattingly to 250 for the Yankees. I think he avoided major injury. He'll be out until mid-August, I want to say, but I think he's starting to. They said the other day he's riding a stationary bike. There's James Triantos, rated prospect 79. So I guess the knee is good enough to at least do some cycling. Here is Colson Montgomery. Signature Series auto for the White Sox, DY with the White Sox. It's some brutal cut right there. You got a redemption back there and a purple Tim Hudson to 49. A's, that'll be for Austin. And the redemption is, bam. It's Ronnie Mauricio, Signature Series auto, who I think is a Met. He is a New York Met. He's been getting a little bit of playing time. He's doing okay for the Mets. Who has the Mets? That's Coppola with the Mets. To 199, Colson Montgomery. And Kyle Teal, Jersey King, another one for the White Sox. 91 out of 99. He was part of that the crochet deal between the Sox, white and red. Johnny Bench to 199 for the Reds. That'll be for Jeremy H. That's 250 Will Wagner for the Blue Jays. That's going to go to Florence. And a Diamond Marvels Bobby Witt Jr. to 199. Royals. Joe Lawson with that. Those are cool looking cards. It's Jim Tomei to 149. Phillies edition. Alan Murdoch. You think Roberts get... oh, Luis Robert? Does he get traded? I don't know. I feel like the Red Sox, or what Red Sox? I feel like the White Sox had hoped that he would have a great season and B, stay healthy so they can use him as a big trade chip, but he has not done either. Here's Brady House to 149. So, I don't know. Maybe he still gets traded, but maybe for not as much as the White Sox maybe would hope for, but I don't know if he has any like arbitration years left or whatever, what his contract status is, but Luis Robert, oh, I guess signed a 6-year deal a while ago. Back in 2020, actually. So he's getting paid $15 million this year, and then he has a club option. 2 club options. In 2026, a $20 million club option, and a 2027 club option for $20 million, or a $2 million buyout. That's actually kind of interesting. The options make it a little interesting. They could get some decent, because there's still a few years, or a couple more years of club control. And the buyout's not very expensive, relatively speaking. I could see someone taking a flyer on him. You know, move some decent prospects for him. And kind of hope that you just roll the dice that he stays healthy. Maybe a change of scenery would do him good. Maybe a team that might need like a DH. Maybe you don't have him play the field. Try to curtail some of the injury stuff. Have him be a DH. You know, if you get some of that bat back, I don't think people would mind him in a DH spot. Yeah, we should start to see some trade chatter heating up as well. I think the first, what day is today? 16th, so game starts tomorrow, 17th. You know, I think after a solid maybe week of games or so, maybe 7-10 days or so, week and a half, are going to be very important for a lot of teams, I think. All right, there's Bubba Chandler to 199. That's for the Pirates. That's going to go to Austin, the Pirates. Yeah, I think the first 7 or 10 games out of the gate, especially for the teams that are kind of like, are they borderline buyers or sellers? We'll figure that out. And then I feel like the next sort of 7 days after that, up to the trade deadline, will be pretty big. Here's Kellen Lindsey for my Dodgers, rated prospect autograph for Oscar. Stay tuned to Jaspy's nightly live streams on YouTube. Subscribe to our channel, and we'll be covering all that baseball and trades and stuff all season long. Kendall George, who I think I'm almost certain, is a Dodger. So Kellen Lindsey, Kendall George of the Dodgers. Nice, there he is. He's high A right now. Just 20 years old. Once again, that's Oscar with the Dodgers. Aaron Judge to 199 for the Yankees. That'll be for Austin. We got Theo Gillen to 99 for Tampa Bay. That's going to be for Wesley. And here's prospect Jersey Kings PJ Moreland. Or Morlando, that is. To 10. It's a nice patch in there. That's going to be for Coppola and the Marlins. Legend of Bagger Vance on in the background. Good golf themed movie, as the final major of the season for golf is coming up, starting late tonight. Jordan Lawler to 199 for Kevin and the Diamondbacks. Spencer Arrighetti to 149. That will be for Houston. That's going to go to Nick T. Barry Larkin to 49. That's for the Red. That's going to be for Jeremy. And to 199, we got Enrique Bradfield Jr. going to Joe and the Orioles. Got Thatcher Hurd to 149 for the Yankees. All right, another box down. Got another full case of this in the store. If you want to keep working on that, jaspyscasebreaks.com. A lot of other baseball on the site too. How's that Dynasty doing? I feel like we were pretty close to that Dynasty. Well, there's 3 left in the last filler for Dynasty, but we still need 2 people to get full spots. But there'll be no more fillers after this. So that could be our very next break. Still a while to go in this one, but we can at least get that other one set up. All right, onwards. There's Yachty, 10 out of 99. That'll be for the Cardinals. That's going to go to Walter. And here's Welbin Francisca for DY and the Guardians. Cleveland, this is for you. Luis Angel Acuna, 1 of 1. That is for Coppola and the Mets. And all aboard the Big Hit Express. Whoop, whoop. I think that's our second train whistle of the case. Here's a silver rated rookie, Dylan Cruz. Griffo Farrell to 149. And a Dylan Cruz autograph, 29 out of 49. Rookie auto for Christopher and the Nationals. Here's an out of 25 Carson Benj. Optic Dalton Rushing. Connor Griffin silver. All right. Ian Kinsler to 199 for the Rangers. Rated prospect 149, Kalen Culpepper. For the Twins, that's going to go to Austin. And here's Augustine Ramirez. That's going to go to Coppola and the Fish. Here's 39, Christian Campbell for Boston. That's going to go to Mark. Rated prospect 250, Chase Dollander for the Rockies. That's going to be for Kevin. And to 99, Milestones, Jack Morris. That's going to be for Sean and the Tigers. Hey, there's Grizzly Bees. How's it going? All right. Final 4 boxes. We're halfway through the second half of the case. Probably about another 30 minutes to go. What else was I gonna look up something? All right, let's take a quick look at the low latency is great, right? Yeah, that's the idea. The idea is we want you to feel like we're your virtual card shop. Shooting the breeze while we're opening up some packs right here at the shop. Let's look at MVP odds. Let's get an update there. We like to check in on this every once in a while. Aaron Judge in the AL still leading. Minus 600 on FanDuel. So it's quite the heavy favorite. Cal Raleigh's right behind him at plus 370. Still a ways away. And next closest, Tarek Skubal, who's plus 9,000. 90 to 1. So that's, no one's really close there. In the NL, similar. Ohtani's minus 800 to win the NL MVP. Next closest is a ways away. Pete Crow Armstrong at plus 700. So much further away than Cal Raleigh is to Aaron Judge. Juan Soto's the next closest, plus 2,000. I don't know if there's any value at this point in the season taking anybody in that MVP race. Cy Young, Tarek Skubal's minus 200. Next closest is Garrett Crochet at plus 275. And then it jumps to plus 900 with Jacob deGrom. Suppose I could be... I don't know, Tarek Skubal's looking pretty dominant, but, you know, you might sprinkle a little bit maybe on Jacob deGrom at plus 900 for funsies. He could, you know, if he's truly healthy and back, he could really, you know, have a strong second half and surprise some people. Race is a little bit closer in the NL. Zach Wheeler minus 125 is the favorite, and Paul Skeen's kind of right behind him at plus 100. Then it jumps to Christopher Sanchez at plus 2,200. So that's a little ways away. We've got a Bucky Dent to 49 for the Yankees, and the redemption is base rated prospects optic signatures David Shields. David Shields is in the Royals organization. A second round pitcher. Over 11 starts, 2-2 on the season, 3.10 ERA, 44 strikeouts over 40 innings. That's pretty good. And a 1.01 whip. That's good too. Joe Lawson with the Kansas City Royals. Spencer Arrighetti to 250 for the Astros. That'll be for Nick. Prince Fielder, red to 99. That'll go to DY and the Brewers. And our autograph is Tommy Troy. Rated prospect autograph, Kevin and the Diamondbacks. Here is Juan Marshall to 149, Giants. It's going to go to Derwin and the Gigantes.
All aboard.
All aboard. Welcome aboard, Michael.
Thank you, thank you.
You're far too kind. Leo DeVries to 149. Rated prospect to 199, J.D. Dix.
Whoa,
What?
can't say that.
It's D-I-X. That's his last name.
On live television.
What are you talking about? I didn't say anything wrong. I just said 17 out of 25. I think J.D. Dix is a good prospect, Michael. Right? You might want a whole box of Dix, right? To collect. J.D. Dix.
Calm down.
Right. I'm just talking about J.D. Dix and how I'm sure someone would love to have a whole bag of Dix. It's Greg Maddox to 199. J.D. Dix.
Joe, take a chill pill, okay?
Well, I'm just
Take a chill pill.
talking about J.D. Dix. Nothing wrong with that. Out of 250, Rhett Lauder. And Chase Dollander to 25, Elite Series for the Rockies. We're getting there. 3 boxes to go. J.D. Dix, 6'2", 180. Switch hitting infielder? Yeah, second baseman. Just 19 years old. Arizona in the single is in single A. It is slashing 341, 415, 476. Wow, it's over 800 OPS.
No.
11 extra base hits, 8 steals, 15 RBIs, and 24 runs scored over just 32 games. He was a competitive balance pick, 35th overall, out of Whitefish Bay High School, Whitefish Bay, USA. Michael, can you tell me what state Whitefish Bay is in? Take a guess. You got a 1 in 50 chance.
Whitefish Bay.
Whitefish Bay. Got a 1 in 50 chance.
Maine.
Maine, no.
Oh, I just said Maine like I got it.
That's game show host trickery. I'll give you one more guess. It's in the Midwest.
Midwest? Which part? What is the Midwest?
Kevin's got. Did you look that up, Kevin?
No, you went to school there.
I never would have guessed it.
Where is it?
Wisconsin.
Oh, that's I would not have got that.
You never would have gotten that. Kevin did look it up. I was like, no way, Kevin knows that. Unless Kevin's from the Milwaukee area, yeah, just north of Milwaukee, right along the bay. Hence the name. Michael, I'll give you a guess. I'll give you one guess only. What is the main export of Whitefish Bay?
Whitefish?
No, wrong. Shoes.
Shoes?
No, I'm kidding. I don't know. I just made that up for the lols. It looks beautiful. It looks like a beautiful right on the coast. It looks beautiful. There are a lot of houses along the bay, a lot of greenery. You know, there's a Total Wine and More there, a CVS. I think I'm looking at his high school right here. That's a little stadium right there. Oh, there's Whitefish Bay High School. Looks like a nice part of the world.
Is there more mags?
All right. Another box. And a Dylan Cruz, rated rookie to 250. That's for Christopher and the Nationals. Michael, I'll give you $20 if you tell me where Dylan Cruz is from.
LSU.
No, where he was born, I should say. Cooper Pratt. 5 out of 5. Brew Crew, DY, and ding ding, all aboard the Big Hit Express. Whoop whoop.
See, I'm guessing because you
Tyler Black, also for DY.
making the offer, he's probably not from somewhere, I would guess.
Or maybe he is from somewhere you would guess.
You think so?
I don't know. Who knows?
It's so tough.
Don't look it up. Oh, you're looking it up. Come on, man. You gotta respect the game, dude.
He said $20.
You gotta respect the game, man.
If you're not cheating, you're not trying.
Have some respect for the game.
How'd you know I was looking it up?
Because I turned around, I heard the click-clack of the keyboard.
There's no... Joe, there's no evidence that I was looking up Dylan Cruz.
The evidence is clear as day. Clear as Crystal Pepsi. I would have accepted that answer, Alan. Alan Murdoch had a clever answer, which, in a hospital.
I genuinely was gonna say California.
And I would have had to give Michael the $20. Here's to 79, Theo Gillen,
No.
Rays.
I said I was gonna guess California. He's
That
from
would have
Florida.
been wrong. George Lombard Jr., nice rated prospect autograph for the Yankees. Him and Spencer Jones, one of their big prospects coming up the ranks. Austin with the Yankees. Austin's last name, Michael, is Billingsley.
He's related to Chad.
Related to Chad? That's what I'm assuming. Old Dodger Chad Billingsley.
I have about 7 Chad Billingsley autographed baseballs at home.
Do you really?
My brother used to love him, so.
Yeah, he had a couple really nice seasons. Remember when everyone thought it was going to be like Koufax and Drysdale all over again? It was like Kershaw the lefty and Billingsley the righty, and they're going to be that dynamic duo for
You
decades.
said Austin Billingsley?
Right.
He was in the product?
No, he bought a bunch of teams in this break. He got the George Lombard Jr.
I was confused why I typed in Austin Billingsley.
30 out of 149, Cooper Pratt, Milwaukee. It's for DY. Here is to 149, Jake Bloss, Toronto. Jersey Kings, that is Marcelo Meyer, Red Sox. That's going to be for Mark. In a hospital. That's pretty good. Nice Dylan Cruz Sunburst, and we got a Jim Palmer to one. I don't know if they call it Sunburst, but that's what I'm calling it. That reminds me of an old story I heard of someone in a golf pro shop. And some old timer comes up to this kid at the pro shop and goes, "Hey, I'll bet you $100 that I can put 24 golf balls in my hands." And the kid goes, "You're on." And the guy goes over to the wall of golf balls and grabs a number of boxes of golf balls. And so he's like, "Here," and he's holding these boxes. He's like, "Yeah, there we go, 24." Here's Owen Casey to 199, rated prospect for the Cubs. Austin. Leo DeVries Unleashed to 99. That's some like carnival style carny trickery right there. Oh, I was right. It is going to take me 2 monster boxes. 1 monster box and then another rogue. 2 boxes to go. 6 hits left. Good luck, everybody. Now's the time to start praying to the hobby gods for hits here. Let's take a look at the Rookie of the Year market. currently in the AL, it's a pretty close race between Jacob Wilson and Hagen Smith. Jacob Wilson, the shortstop for the A's, is at plus 100. He might win a batting title this year, too. And Hagen Smith is plus 160. He's the White Sox pitcher. Yes, White Sox pitcher. Trying to look up some Hagen Smith stats here. Wait, how is he? He's not even in the majors. I guess that's how weak this market is. Nick Kurtz is next closest, plus 375. Roman Anthony, plus 2,500. Jason Dominguez, plus 3,500. I'd be tempted to put a few rubles on Roman Anthony at plus 2,500. If he has a hot second half of the season, if the Red Sox keep winning games, especially, you know, if Roman Anthony's a big reason why, that could be a little bit of value there. I don't like futures play. I don't like waiting. But if you're into that sort of thing, it could be interesting. In the NL, yeah, after just a handful of starts, Jacob Misiorowski is already your favorite at minus 210. A little unfair to Drake Baldwin, who's at plus 340, who's been playing well all season long. And then there's a big gulf in between those. Next closest is the Dodgers' Ha-Seong Kim at plus 1,300. The Marlin Augustin Ramirez plus 1,400. Chase Burns plus 2,500. Yeah, it starts to balloon there. So I guess really no clear-cut favorite in the Rookie of the Year race. So that's something to monitor over the final couple months of the season. So yeah, by the end of this one, in a couple weeks, we'll be ending the middle third of the season. And then the final 2 months of the season, so we'll see who will separate. Here's Ben Hess to 149 for the Yankees. Colt Keith, orange to 199 for Sean and Detroit. To 250, we got Ethan Salas for the Friars. That's going to go to Austin. Got a orange Andrew Jones for the Braves to 199. That'll be for Joe. And we've got a Bryce Rayner autograph. That is going to be for Sean and the Tigers. Tigers are a late pickup, too. There's an auto. Braylon Payne to 250. And Aiden Miller, Jersey Kings. Got a bit of the Phillies pinstripe in there, one of their big prospects. It's going to be for Allen and the Phillies. There's Chase Burns to 79. Reds, that'll be for Jeremy. Frank Thomas to 99. She'll like it too. Spencer Jones, Unleashed to 199. Pee Wee Reese to 199. And we're doing that randomizer for all the Rintaro Sasaki cards at the end of the break. Malcolm Moore to 149. And we got a AJ Ewing to 35. That looks like Mets colors, right? Let me just double check on that. Might say on the back. Sometimes they'll give you some geographic clues. AJ Ewing is indeed a Met. He's in there, a high A. He's in with the Brooklyn Cyclones. All right, last box coming up. Looks like we made it. Look how far we've come, my baby. Looks like we made it. Faith Hill? Shania? I forget. Last box. We'll do the randomizer for the Sasaki card. Then I'll sleeve up all of those, or no, we'll do the randomizer, we'll do a recap. Then after the video is out, I'm going to sleeve up all of those numbered cards. We'll take a little bit. Then we'll go through some orders, then we'll see what we're going to do next. Might be down to squeeze in another quick break or two before I take a break, which is actually coming up sooner rather than later. Looks like that filler for Dynasty is sold. Listen, I'll do that Dynasty if all we gotta do is move 2 full spots. That's it. No more fillers. No more fillers. Let's do Dynasty. 2024 Topps Dynasty. 1 box random number block break number 1. I could post another one too. There's 5 boxes in the case. Scared money don't make money. It's only 1 card a box. You know about the Dynasty. Everything's numbered to 10 or less. So each number will only have 1 opportunity. So it's just a 1 in 10 chance. It's a hefty buy-in, but the odds are really good. 1 in 10 chance to get a hit. And you know what the ceiling for Dynasty, what that could be. So get after it. All right, away we go. Last box, Cal Ripken Jr. to 199. Orioles, Joe Lawson. Cooper Pratt to 79, Milwaukee. And the auto is William Kempner. Coppola with the fish. That's on the bucket list. Marlin fishing. On the bucket list to do someday. Maybe, charter a boat. Have them hook me up with the gear. Maybe catch a marlin. Here's Brady House to 250. Maybe sell that marlin to a local restaurant. We'll sear some marlin right there in front of me. And then can I take the rest home? I don't know how that works. Christian Moore, because I could have it stuffed. Prospect auto, Angels. It's going to be for Emma and the Angels. For Emma, which is a Bon Iver song. I think his first record. Roman Anthony rated prospect. Starlin Cabas to 149. Rated prospect 250. Dante Nori for the Phillies. And we've got to 99 Starlin Caba. Marlins, it's going to be for Coppola. Bryce Matthews rated prospect. Got a Dylan Cruz, Donruss Optic. Kumar Rocker Unleashed, the Wizard to 99. Andrew Jones, Dylan Cruz, Elite Series to 199. Christopher and the Nationals. Matt Shaw to 149. Cubs, that's going to be for Austin. Miguel Tejada. And the last bit here. Final bits of the 16th box. It's Kumar Rocker to 199 for the Rangers. That's for DY. And that, my friends, is that. Last card of the break is Kyle DeBarge. Thanks, everybody. We made it. Hour and 48 minutes, 32 seconds. Thanks, everybody, for making it happen. We actually have another case in the store. With a little luck, we might be able to run that back tonight. All right. Let's randomize the Rintaro Sasaki card to somebody here. Let's flip back to the list. Let's gather everybody's names, 1 through 30. New dice, new list. Name on top will get it. After 5, good luck. 1 and a 4, 5 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, and once more, 5th and final time. And it's going to be for Oscar. After 5, you're going to get all those Rintaro Sasaki cards. I think there were a few hiding in there. I haven't seen a lot of these. All right, so there you have it. Here is the recap. So here's that first half. Got a lot of nice colors, some couple train whistles in here. Some future stars, we hope. Jacob Mizraski was nice. So a lot of Dylan Cruz's. That's Slade Caldwell. The Night Moves, Charlie Condon. That was the first half. Here's your second half. George Lombard Jr. Pretty solid. Troy Shields Redemption. That red Dylan Cruz, a little color match there is pretty cool. Kendall George for the Dodgers and Kellen Lindsay. Ben Rice, Braylon Payne. So there is the recap. That's your break, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Joe for JaspysCaseBreaks.com. Thanks for watching. Thanks for breaking with me. And I'll see everybody next time for the next big baseball break. See ya.